Welcome to the Keys to Win at Life series with Dr. C. Ruth Taylor. I'm Dr. C. Ruth Taylor, and these are keys from my book, Keys to Win at Life 100 Proven Ways to Handle Life's Challenges. So today, there's no AI voice, but my voice. Let's dive into key number 4 of 100. Win with a burning desire, also known as passion. This key is at the heart of every single achievement. It is a force that's actually inside every single one of us. There's an African proverb that says, send a child where he wants to go and he will see his pace. It's so simple, right? But it's also incredibly profound. What it's telling us is that when anyone, is doing what they genuinely want to do, everything changes. Their energy, their speed, their whole vibe, it just transforms. And that right there is the bedrock of what we're talking about today. This isn't just some feel-good quote. It's a core principle. It's something most successful people in history have tapped into for centuries, sometimes without even knowing what they were doing. All right, so let's dive in. Let's unpack this key to win at life. How does it actually work? Win with a burning desire. To get our heads around this, we've got to look at the work of the legendary Napoleon Hill, who dedicated 25 years of his life, a quarter of a century, to studying over 500 of the world's highest achievers. He was on a mission to find the common thread, the starting point that they all shared. And you know what? He found it. And what he found, he called it a burning desire. Now, let's be clear here. We're not talking about a simple wish, like, oh, I hope I get this promotion. No, no. This is an intense, all-consuming passion for a definite, specific purpose. Think of it like the rocket fuel that ignites everything else. And this is where it gets really interesting because a burning desire completely flips the script on the whole idea of discipline. I mean, think about it. On one side, you've got forced discipline. It's like a chore. It drains all your energy and you're constantly fighting yourself to get it done. But when you're driven by a burning desire, that same work now becomes almost effortless. It feels natural because you genuinely want to be doing it. It doesn't drain you, it energizes you. Okay, so this all sounds great, but the big question is, how do you find your passion or that burning desire? How do you tap into that desire inside of you? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. This is where we're going to turn the camera around and focus on you. What is it that you do that makes you light up? What gets you really excited? Or what gives you the feeling of, yeah, this matters? Whatever that is, it's a huge clue. Now, here's the other side of that coin. What's that thing you can do where you totally lose track of time? You know, you look up and suddenly hours have gone by, but you don't feel drained at all. In fact, you feel energized. Whatever that activity is, that right there is a giant flashing neon sign pointing directly to your passion. I know this can sound a bit abstract, but let's bring it down to earth with a real world application of how this works. We all know his music, right? Shaggy, Mr. Bombastic. But his actual journey is a perfect example of this whole principle in action. His story started out super simple. Back in college, he just loved to sing and DJ. That's it. It was just a hobby. Something he did for the pure fun of it. But here's the key. The passion didn't fade. It persisted. For years, he just kept doing it, not for the money, but just because he loved it. And eventually, slowly but surely, that passion, that burning desire, turned his little hobby into a massive worldwide music career. He literally turned what he loved into his job. And Shaggy's journey perfectly shows us that final critical step. It's not just about having a passion, it's about giving it a purpose. It's about taking that fire inside you and channeling it into something that actually makes an impact. So let's recap this whole path. Your path to achievement. Step one, it all starts with a burning desire. Step two, find the clues and pay attention to what excites you and feels effortless. Step three, your passion can actually become your profession, just like it did for Shaggy. And that's what you need to focus on. And the final and most powerful step is turning the whole thing into a way to serve other people. And that's the final thought I want to leave with you today. What's that one thing that you do that's amazing?